I think it's time for Carlo Ancelotti to leave Real Madrid. Here is why. This manager has done mistake after mistake after mistake. And yes, I can defend him and you can defend him too. You can say that this man has won the most UCLs, won many league titles in many different leagues. But do you know that this guy has done mistake after mistake after mistake? I can name all those mistakes too. This guy, number one, doesn't like youngsters. He doesn't put in Arda Güler or Endrick during games where they are crucial. For instance, we were 5-1 down against Barcelona. He didn't put in anyone. We were 4-0 down. He didn't do anything. We lost to teams such as Athletic Bilbao. And worst of all, we lost to Espanyol, the mighty Espanyol, who just came from a relegation division, who came back to La Liga this season. We lost to them 1-0 because of our poor defense. And speaking of our poor defense, this man hasn't even tried to make signings in our defense. Instead, he signed Kylian Mbappe. We needed more defenders than strikers. Real Madrid are not in need of a person in Kylian Mbappe's position. And that's why we are struggling at the front too. But worst of all, he had Eder Militao as a starter. And this guy is a washed player who just came out from an ACL last season. And he played terrible. The guy can't even defend. Okay, he has the washed Lucas Vazquez, a 34-year-old veteran who has played in Madrid for many years with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, who is absolutely terrible as a right back. Okay, he's forcing Tchouaméni to play as a center back, even though Tchouaméni is kind of finished as well. He doesn't even perform. He still plays him. And worst of all, instead of playing in his regular position, he plays him in a CB. Okay? It's totally unacceptable. I'm going to blame that on Tchouaméni. And worst of all, this is all on Carlo Ancelotti's fault. Okay? So don't say anything about this, and don't try to defend him. Mendy is having his worst season. This guy has a stinker. A real stinker. This guy is terrible. This guy, just leave Real Madrid. Don't come back. I'm just annoyed by this guy. How he plays. He can't defend anymore. What has happened to this guy? Oh my goodness. This team is absolutely terrible, bro. Terrible. And then we have Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and Rodrigo. Rodrigo has performed. Fairs to him. But Kylian Mbappe, you score 3 goals one game, the next game you ghost, and then you come back, you score, and then ghost. Still, you have been consistent. You have scored a lot of goals, but you need to step up. If you want to prove yourself and all the haters that you are Ballon d'Or worthy, you need to step up in the worst case scenario when Real Madrid really, really needs you. You can't farm these small clubs. And I didn't see you against Espanyol. You didn't do anything much besides almost scoring. And Vinicius Jr., I'm not gonna defend you anymore. You are just arguing, and you're missing your chances, and you're saying that you are robbed, you were this, you were that. You're not proving. Please, less talking and more playing football, because you haven't done anything these games. Mbappe has scored more goals than you, and you know it. You need to step up, because otherwise you will sit in the bench and you will complain more. And I'm not joking. This is all on Carlo Ancelotti, because he's not doing anything. He's keeping these players, and you haven't made any January signings because Real Madrid does not do that. You needed to do that. And the fact that some people say that Dani Ceballos is the best midfielder says it all. The fact that you say Dani Ceballos, who is a terrible player, is our best midfielder this season shows you how terrible Real Madrid has been this season. Shame on you, Carlo Ancelotti, and shame on every single Real Madrid fan who is trying to back up this guy and see past his mistakes. And as long as you support his decisions, you will fail, Real Madrid. Real Madrid will fail, and we might as well get embarrassed, battered, and humbled by Manchester City. Alright, I'm out for today.